Hi everyone, it's Miss Ford from Annunciation Catholic School again to do the next day's resurrection eggs. Now let's review real quickly. The first day we had the donkey for Palm Sunday. We had the 3 coins to represent Judas's payment for his betrayal. We have the goblet to remind us of the Last Supper and how Jesus shed his blood so that we could go to heaven. We have the praying hands that reminded us about Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane the night that he was arrested and asking his disciples to stay up with him. Then we have the strip of leather. This was used to scourge or to whip Jesus after he was arrested to cause him pain and suffering. And then, of course, the last one we did was the crown of thorns. And this represents how people were scared because Jesus said he would be the king of heaven and earth. And they did not see that in the way that Jesus saw that. They saw that as a physical king meant to rule the people on earth, like they already had a king. And so they, in order to mock him and make fun of him, they put the crown of thorns on his head to not only make fun, but to cause him more pain. So our next egg in our journey to the cross is the yellow egg, and inside are nails. Now these nails have been fashioned, there are 3 of them, and if you look closely you can see that there's one that makes the tall part of the cross, and then there's 2 laid one end this way and one end that way to make the short part of the cross. And those represent the 3 nails that were used to nail Jesus into the cross on his hands and then again at his feet. And this, of course, is the way that they put criminals to death back in Jesus's time, was the cross. And it was an extremely painful and sometimes slow way to die. But the only reason that God did it, or God had Jesus do it, was so that we could be saved and that we could join him in heaven one day. So the 3 nails are the nails that represent the ones that went into Jesus' skin. The next egg is a dice. And some of you may not know this part of the story, but after Jesus was crucified, before they put him on the cross, they took off his outer garments. And if you've ever seen a crucifix, you'll notice that Jesus is just wearing a piece of cloth around his middle and the rest of his body is naked. And what the Roman soldiers did is they took Jesus's cloaks off, and since he wasn't going to use them anymore, and they decided they were going to throw dice, cast die or lots to see who was going to get his clothes. And so they rolled the dice, and whoever rolled the highest number got to keep Jesus's clothes. And this was just another humiliation that was put upon Jesus. Jesus was poor. He didn't have much to begin with. And then they took the only thing that he had, the clothing off of his back, and then just gave it away like it was nothing. And so that was another humiliation as Jesus was dying on the cross. So those are our 2 resurrection eggs for today. I encourage everyone over the next few days, as we go into the end of Holy Week, as we go into Holy Thursday and Good Friday and Holy Saturday, is to spend time in the Word, maybe reread some of the gospel stories about the crucifixion, and then just think about what can you do? What can you do to make sure that what God did for you isn't wasted? So think about those things over the next few days, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.